Good morning and welcome to the Tuesday Buzz. I guess it's afternoon now. I'm sitting here at the Chamber, the Fredericksburg Chamber, with Kelly Criddle, and we were going to talk about all things chamber related. Thanks for being on my show today.
Yeah, Melanie, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure working with you in different aspects, but
Yes.
Recently on some things for the Christmas parade that I'm excited about. So,
Yeah, I'm super stoked about it. So tell me, like, how did you get this job?
So I have been at the chamber for just a little over I guess it's been about 7 months. I started in
Okay.
April of this year. So still learning all the chamber
Wow.
things and I haven't been a full year to see all of the different events. And I'll tell you, like, there's a lot more going on, I think, than a lot of people realize.
Yeah, I can imagine.
We do everything from most people know we do our networking events, our Fun After Five events, but we do lots of leadership programs. We do, our leaders breakfast, which we have one actually tomorrow that's on water conservation. So we'll have someone from the city and the underground water conservation district there to talk about the future of water in the county. So that's a hot topic.
I was about to say that's a pretty hot topic right now, so I know that's probably a good one.
Yeah, so we do. I believe it's 4 leaders breakfasts a year, so we have those throughout the year with different topics, just of interest for people to come in and talk through issues and figure things out. By having a conversation.
Yeah, very good. So what exactly do you do for the chamber?
So I'm the director of operations.
Okay.
So
the head honcho?
All the things, not the head honcho. That would be Jim. Yeah.
Okay, so director of operations. So
yes.
I've planned so many events.
Right.
And it is extremely difficult.
Yeah.
It's like planning a wedding.
Yeah, it's lots of different moving parts. Definitely, we've got a great staff here. So Alex is our manager of programs and events.
Okay.
We have Candace Wyrick, who is our director of membership services.
Okay.
And then Monica Jenwright, who is our administrative assistant. And then, of course, Jim Makula, who's our
head honcho.
Yes, head honcho. So I kind of just do a little bit of all the things, that just kind of the day-to-day to keep things going and keep things in order. Every day's different, so it's exciting.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we just wrapped up Food and Wine Festival. So
it's huge.
That was huge. We contract with the Bevy Group, who produces that festival for us, with the Chamber's assistance, obviously.
Yeah.
And so our staff worked, I don't know, 7 days straight for long days.
Yeah.
So we it was great. We have, other than just that Saturday event, there's these little offsite events all throughout the week that are highlighting different restaurants and wineries and things throughout the community. So,
how many people would you say that event brought in?
We sold over 3,000 tickets to all the different things.
Wow.
So it's a different style, right, than Oktoberfest. So it's not as huge as Oktoberfest, but we want to highlight all of the different culinary and wineries and things like that in the community that really make the community special.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that a lot. I've heard it was a really cool.
Yeah, it was a really cool event. It was really cool event. We also do like a preview week for that, which is more locally focused in the summer.
That's cool.
Like little pop-up events at different places.
Okay.
They're smaller events, just kind of giving a highlight to different things. So definitely that's something that I think a lot of locals look forward to, because it's smaller and more intimate. Yeah. Our next thing that we're doing is the Christmas parade, which I think is everybody's kind of favorite thing that we do.
It's
my favorite thing that we do.
Yes, me too. So how what has been your role in the Christmas events that are coming up?
Yeah, so I'm sure everybody knows that Penny McBride is the one who has been doing the Christmas parade for years and years.
Yes, I love
She's
Penny.
Always done just a wonderful job.
Yeah, she has.
So really big shoes to fill. So just kind of organizing all of the different, parts and pieces, working with the city, working with the different parade float entries. We do bleacher ticket sales. We do.
Very good.
With you, we're going to be doing some kids activities this year. So I'm excited about that. And then, of course, free photos with Santa. And all of that.
How cool. Yeah. So it's a pretty big event at Marketplatz, correct?
Yes. Yeah. It'll be at Marketplatz. It's always the first Friday in December. So it's going to be Friday, December 5th. We start the activities at Marketplatz around 3:00. So we have food and beverage vendors. We'll have your kids activities.
Woohoo.
And then we'll have the parade that starts at 6:30. We have the Red Hots that perform right before the parade starts.
So
And
cool. I
then-
didn't know
yeah,
that. I'm
so
always in the parade, so I never get to see what happens.
Yeah, so the Red Hots come and perform for the people that are seated in the bleachers
Oh my
there
gosh.
in front.
So cool.
We do still have bleacher tickets available. They're
Okay.
$40 a seat, but then you have a reserved seat
Oh, that's great.
right in prime viewing area.
Yeah.
The Red Hots come out and perform right in front of the bleachers, and then the parade will kick off right about 6:30.
Okay.
So-
So where do they, like, if anybody watching is wanting to go get bleacher seats, where do they go?
Yeah, so go to our website, fbgtxchamber.org, and
Okay.
there's a page for the Christmas parade, so you can enter for your float there. We still have
Okay.
a few slots available for that. We
All
max out at
right.
160,
Okay.
and we've already gotten over 100. So we're getting
Wow,
there. We're getting close
okay.
to being full. So make sure you fill out that application if
Yeah.
you're still looking for a parade float.
Okay.
And then that's also where you can buy the bleacher tickets there.
Very good. And
Yeah.
the events at Marketplace are relatively free. I mean, I guess
Yeah,
depending on what you're
everything.
doing.
Other than that, it's free photos with Santa after the parade. So once Santa gets done, Santa and Mrs. Claus get
Love
done
that.
on their float. They'll come and be seated at what we call Peppermint Plots.
Cute.
So Peppermint Plots is sponsored by Methodist Hospital. So just throwing that out
Oh,
there.
how fun. Thank you, Methodist Hospital.
Yeah, and then our parade, like our title sponsor is HEB. So they're always such a great community, like they're involved in the community, so
Yeah,
we appreciate
they're
them
huge.
very
I love
much.
HB.
So seating along the parade route other than the reserved bleacher seats is free for anyone to come and set up. We will have, like I said, the free Santa photos, and we will have food and beverage for sale. So we'll have everything from Cartwheel Coffee, we've got
How
Mac and
cute.
Wagon, we've got Acre Barbecue, we've
Oh,
got
that's
a lot of the ones
great.
that you've seen year over year,
Yeah.
and a few new ones this year as well too.
Okay.
And I'd love for you to talk a little bit more about the kids' activities that you're planning on.
Yeah. So I mean, Kelly asked us to do the Hive Collective to be a part of this, and we're so excited. I don't know what you call us, a sponsor, I guess.
Yeah.
we're going to be kind of doing just the kids section, and it'll be really cool. I'm gonna try to get different people who are already involved with youth in our community to do games and picture opportunities and different things like that. I think it's going to be great. Yeah, crafts. Yeah. Things that we can do with families, because at the Hive Collective, it's kind of what we're all about is our community and our families.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
it's going to be really fun.
Yeah,
I'm so
that'll
thankful
be-
that you asked us to do
Yeah,
that.
of course. We're super excited. Thought it would tie in great with, if you're waiting and if the line for Santa is long, you can go and do some
Yes.
kids' activities. Also, in that same area, we'll have the middle school and high school
Oh yeah.
choirs
I forgot
performing
about,
after the
that's gonna be
parade.
so good.
They'll be in that area as well. So that'll be fun. But yeah, everything kind of kicks off at 3:00 on that Friday, December 5th. And then the parade typically ends around 7:30, and then pictures with Santa, food and beverage, kids' activities until about 9 that evening.
Yeah. So that's gonna be huge. Isn't it nationally broadcasted?
Yes. So
That's
CBS
crazy.
Austin, they broadcast the first 30 minutes.
So
and then,
cool.
And then they stream the rest of it. It'll also be streamed locally through FBG Live as well.
Okay, and it's like just FBG.live.
FBG.live.
.live, okay.
They'll be streaming the whole thing. And then, like I mentioned, CBS Austin will have the first 30 minutes live broadcasted on their station,
Very good.
and then streaming for the rest of it on their
So if you
website.
can't make it, you can tune in on CBS Austin and you'll get to see it broadcasted live, which is such a cool
Yeah,
thing because they
it's
even
fun.
talk about the floats.
Yes,
It's kind of like
do.
watching the New York one, right? Where
Yeah.
they actually
it's
talk
fun.
about
They do.
all the
They
entries.
talk through them. They go. We have a script. That's why we ask everybody to submit their float entries with really good descriptions on their organization and what they're doing for their float theme. Because we can only pick, I think it's the first 60 or so that are
Actually
typically
registered,
gonna
right?
be in that like live section. I mean, other than that, you're still obviously in the parade, but there's only a certain slot that we can get in that live section. And so we try to put the ones that have really put a lot of effort into decorating and lighting everything up.
Oh, that's so fun.
It's like the night parade, so you got to light it up.
Yeah, be bright and fun, right?
For sure.
Oh my gosh, how exciting. Well, I'm so excited. Is there any kind of like other big activity or big event coming after that one?
So
What typically follows that?
The Christmas one is the main one. The parade is what we're focusing on right now.
Yeah.
We'll have, after the first of the year, we've got some more fun after fives coming up. We'll have
Cool.
some more of our leaders breakfast. We have some master classes, which those we do in the afternoon, topics to be announced for those. But this last year we did things like a marketing master class, a master class for nonprofits.
Yes,
and
we
like
went
that.
to that
Yes,
one.
y'all did go to
That one was so good.
Yeah,
it was so good.
good.
Very
Yeah.
informative. I feel like I learned so much from that. I hope we do more nonprofit things because it is so crazy, like the amount of knowledge that the people who y'all have chosen to come speak at those events had.
Right. We've got some really good people locally that have a lot of knowledge and are happy to share that knowledge.
I love that
too. So it's great. We do have a Fun After Five that is focused on nonprofits after the first of the year.
Cool.
So that one will be at Heritage School, and we'll have it's all nonprofits. At that
I love
one.
that.
So
Noted.
That's a good one to. Candace in our office coordinates that one, so I would check in with her if you want to be a part of it. For sure.
So if any of my people watching today, if they have businesses or nonprofits and they're like, oh, I want to come to a Fun After Five, how do they get involved with Fun After Five? Typically that's a chamber membership and then you get all the information, correct? Or
right. Yeah. So the Fun After Fives they're open to anyone. It's a networking thing. So anybody can come in. If you're a new chamber member, we give you the opportunity to talk about your business.
Yeah, that's
Fun
awesome.
After Five. It's really just a way to get people engaged and talking with each other. And it's just kind of one of our fun events, but it's free for anybody to attend.
Cool.
You can subscribe to our newsletter we send a weekly chamber newsletter. You can subscribe on our website. And then of course, if you join as a member, then we automatically add you to, that list for the email newsletter. And
for sure.
And so,
well, and that email newsletter is so beneficial, at least for me, coming from owning a small business and now the nonprofit stuff, it's been so beneficial to like see what's going on in town.
Right.
So it's a great resource. If you haven't done it, I highly suggest it. But that's awesome. Well, thank you so much
thank you for
talking
chatting
about
with me. Yeah.
I do have one question.
Sure.
I ask everybody who's been on my show.
All right.
Okay. We're opening up a community and youth center, right?
Uh-huh.
And so I like to get this opinion. So what we do as our nonprofit and just as board members is we'll go back and watch some of these and kind of record them because we're actually going to implement. We want to see what the community wants from us,
Yeah.
So if you were opening up a community and youth center, what is one thing you might suggest to implement? I know like one of our youth said she wanted a pool table, which I was like, okay, that's cool. I think, some people have said, the atmosphere, or they've noted like different things. Someone said transportation would be really cool, but what would be something that you as a mother and as someone who's involved in the community?
Yeah. My daughter is 7, so we're always looking for things to do, and we find things to do there. Fredericksburg is a great community, and I think
full of it.
We really like to do stuff outside. So if you like incorporating any kind of like, so we've my daughter just got a new mountain bike, so we've been riding bikes a lot lately.
That.
So I don't know that that's a possibility, but like we don't have a whole lot of like bike trails.
Yes, that's true.
That are like, we've got walking trails and things like that, but we typically, when we like to ride, it would be kind of nice to have a few more options for riding. I
love that.
So I don't know if that's an
option.
I think that's
so cool.
You kind of gotta have a lot of space for that.
Great.
But
no, it's great because it's funny. My daughter is extremely into riding bikes too. Like we call them the what do we call them? The alley girls or alley cats. We nicknamed them that because they will ride in the back alley of our house all the time and can't get her off the bike. She loves it.
That's great.
That's a great idea.
I feel like you used to see people riding bikes a lot more, and you don't as much anymore, especially kids. And so that's something we enjoy doing as a family. So
and I'm finding I love that. I'm finding kids are like learning how to ride bikes later and later and later in life.
Yeah.
So it would be cool, and even kids maybe who are in our after school program or whatever, to learn how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool. And we've got a couple really cool bike shops too.
We
that
do.
Would be able to I'm sure would work with y'all and stuff like that.
For sure. And we've had some great people in our community. We had a little girl who needed a bike, and they were donated to us. Just some nice person. My husband worked on a little bit and tinkered and
that's great.
Got it working and gave it to her. It was really cool.
Maybe you can have like a bike trade, like when you outgrow your.
That'd be so cool.
You outgrow your bike, and then like you can just like have a trade shop or something.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
would be
know.
so cool. Like
Yeah,
a trade
that'd be
day.
fun.
That'd be
Yeah,
so cool.
yeah.
Trade day, like literally.
Yes, I like it.
Well, thank you so much
Yeah,
for your
thank
input and
you.
thank you for having me on. If you guys missed it, go to Chamber
FBGTXchamber.org.
txchamber.org, fbgtxchamber.org. Subscribe to their newsletter, get all the information, and then if you have a business or a nonprofit, get into the parade. It's going to be really fun.
I'm excited
And
about
then come to the event, bring your kids. We'll have lots of kids activities and all kinds of adult activities, and it's going to be a blast.
it.
So
I'm